Beef cattle are typically maintained on forage diets. Most forage protein is degraded in the rumen. Therefore, cattle also require undegraded protein supplementation.
DDGs is a byproduct from ethanol production, and in making ethanol, I'll use corn as an example, we take corn and we distill it, and when we distill it, we convert the starches over to alcohol, which is the ethanol. That gets removed, and what's left is corn mash. And that corn mash, by nature, has a very high quality protein. And when it's consumed by the beef cattle industry, those cows can fully digest it within their intestines.
Feedstuffs must be economical for use in beef cattle diets, since feed costs are the largest factor influencing profitability in beef herds. Feeds must be compared on a dry matter basis to evaluate economic feasibility.
Approximately 67% of total costs incurred in raising a beef cow are related to energy or feed and maintenance expenses. Any management practice or supplementation regimen that allows the cow to extract additional energy lowers the overall cost of production. When evaluating the economic feasibility of production and supplementation, it's always important to evaluate the feedstuffs from a dry matter basis so that you can account for various levels of moisture, and then you really have an apples to apples comparison.
Located in Berthoud, Colorado, Rayeman Elements Incorporated is an agricultural technology company dedicated to making a difference in waste and byproducts use in the U.S.
Well, when I'm trying to describe Rayeman Elements, I like to define it as an agricultural technology company. Essentially, we've developed equipment and technology to turn previously inefficient byproducts and waste products into something useful, such as animal feed, supplements, biomass, or even for more efficient shipping methods.
With a desire to improve the state of living for people around the world, Rayeman Elements looks to provide cost-effective shipping of necessary goods, possible housing solutions, and safer working conditions for manufacturing plant employees everywhere.
Rayeman Elements is dedicated to improving the lives of people all around the world through our bulk densification process so that we can, for instance, ship overseas burnable energy or feed products both for humans and for animals in a more efficient and cost-effective manner, while at the same time decreasing or even eliminating waste through the process. Additionally, we are working hard to improve the safety of our equipment so that we can offer the industry a truly exceptional alternative in their equipment.
The company's groundbreaking technology and equipment reduces the footprint of the material by up to 70%, forming a cube, pellet, or log for feed, renewable energy, or shipping purposes.
Yeah, Rayeman's technology can reduce the footprint of raw material by up to 70% by taking the grain and we implement it into a system where we take electrical energy, we convert it to rotary mechanical energy, and that turns a set of twin screws, and the twin screws are housed in a barrel, and when the material is in contact with the screws in the barrel, it gets compressed and released and compressed multiple times, and it takes the grain from a non-compressible state to a compressible state, and then we take that compressible state raw material, which is a grain, and we push it through a die that has a lot of small orifices to make a final product that is located at the end of the barrel. And when it's forced through there at a tremendous pressure, it gets compacted to its final size, and it's reduced from the footprint of the raw material to that final product by as much as 70%.
Rayeman Elements' bulk densification process for overseas shipping creates material that is easier to handle. The product is also completely moisture resistant and nearly moisture proof, assuring considerably less loss or rejection when received, making it extremely economical.
Rayeman's densification process for shipping materials overseas and making the material easier to handle going into and out of the containers is because the grain is similar in texture to sawdust or sand, and therefore it easily picks up moisture during transport. And when it picks up this moisture, it becomes solidified and sticks to the walls and makes it extremely difficult to get out of the containers. Because our product is already bulk densified, it's already a solid object and can be formed into any size or shape, it's easier to handle simply by releasing the contents of the container, and it just falls right out.
These systems also lower insurance liabilities and costs for farmers and emit far lower VOCs, which in turn lowers EPA restrictions and reduces the need for a scrubber.
So what this does for the future in the industry is, number one, the overall cost is going to be reduced. To get the feed to the ultimate end user, which is the cattle rancher, and to the cow's mouth, that cost is being reduced. And so that allows that industry to grow and prosper with that. Secondly, from a safety and environmentally standpoint, it's going to be a much more friendly environment, and that in itself, I think, will allow that industry to grow as well.
For more information, visit www.RaymanElements.com.